out those waves, you're playing against Xayah as well. It might just help having that extra damage, that extra clear, the extra attack speed for the Kai'Sa. I don't necessarily mind setup kill. Let's see where Jankos going to be looking for, because like they've left Velia all alone.
Oh,
he's quite low.
Charging up the queue.
Wait,
Dragon was
to stop Bao from proxying, because it's much more important that this Gwen is actually farmed up, as Inax and Nash, they're under attack. Jankos is there.
Flashes in, they find the lockdown. Nash immediately jumps out the quickness. Velia, low HP, into the back line. We see Jankos slide. Velia burning to the ignite. First blood to Nash. Inax slides in and gets another one. Nemesis joins into the play as he uses the needlework, but Reckless will fall. NORD take 3.
NORD shut down a play from Los Ratones.
Oh,
and
no way! What a charm!
4 kills in the span of 30 seconds, all in
Happy feat of strength for objectives secured here for the side of Los Ratones, and the Dragon stack is starting for them here, so able to pick that one up. Didn't see exactly what Dragon was.
So with the feast,
oh no,
you get a lot more HP on that Cho'Gath, but currently he's very squishy.
Yeah, he has no flash. I don't know if he's got this in him. Eats a minion to get a bit of extra health. Down he goes. Inax takes the kill. Nice dive there from NORD.
So on the other side of the map, and right now first items are going to start coming through for both of these teams. Again, that 1,000 lead has become a 2,000 gold lead. Nemesis.
Needlework's doing a lot of work. Has he got that Kingslayer coming up soon? He's going to try and heal. The flash from Chachi. 0-6. NORD starting strong.
MVP, Offspring, showing up right here on the Gwen. R5. That was the reason red side was picked. So Chachi can have his pick. So Chachi can have his counter pick. 2-0 on that Gwen. About 1,000 gold up. Los Ratones, however, they will respond with the tower. Jankos again behind enemy lines. He's looking.
He is looking for it. Reckless is just going to send him packing. No way he's getting into that. Los Ratones were able to secure the feat of strength as well off the back of that as well.
Another tower bot lane.
Trading towers bot and top, but it's going to be a tower net advantage to Los Ratones. And as these towers fall and as the dust settles, the gold...
Because the Dragon is spawning in about 40 seconds. They do have 2. That would be soul point if they manage to solidify that one for themselves, and NORD are going to have to find a way through their jungle. You do still have Via ult, and Jankos looking.
Teleport's coming in, Rupture's going down. That's going to be the quickness coming through from Nash, catching everybody in as Inax slides into the play. That's 2 down for the side of Los Ratones. No way finds Nemesis, who jumps away with the quickness. It's a killing spree for Inax as Baus falls. 8 kills to NORD.
Right there, where half of it was go top farm. Half of the other was like, okay, we got them as a 3 versus 3. But NORD have proved that, especially in that early game, the combination...
May needs to be a little careful. If he overextends too much, NORD have control of the top side of the map right now. He's going to look for the assassination, though. On to no way! You had flash! You had Spirit Rush!
That's an AP Cho'Gath.
That's a solo bolo.
You cannot stand still versus an AP Cho'Gath. No way. I think that was a big miscalculation from his part. Dying with ult and flash up. Let's see if Jankos can take the 1v1. Misses the Q.
Baus is just going to find him with a Rupture. Gets caught by the ultimate, though, to interrupt that knock-up lane. Silence comes through. This is a pretty even fight between the pair of them. Flashes over the Rupture. Jankos is going to force Baus to flash as well. There's no backup. This is an isolated 1v1. Vault Breaker forward. Rupture comes in. Baus continuing to run away. All the while, Los Ratones will be taking the Atacan. This was a horrific play from NORD.
They're falling for the global magnet again. That Baus has been for Los Ratones, but NORD right here going to respond. Rift Herald mid. Everyone is on the resets from the side of LR due to the Atacan. Mid lane tower is going to fall. NORD are pressuring Velia in the mid lane as well. That might be a second bop down mid.
Gonna get a second bop, but not a second. Makes his way up as well, and Chachi's just able to skip away.
Chachi is Baus.
They're still chasing.
Chachi is Baus. He's doing it.
4 members onto Chachi. Can he get away from this one? Needlework into the headbutt pole, into the silence. He can't cast a spell. Velia takes him down.
Instant tempo TP from Baus over in the mid lane. Push down that wave as well. Inax is trying to trim it from the other side for NORD. NORD have taken home in the jungle of Velia on the bot side. Nemesis from the bot lane as well, pushing down
They're
that wave,
pinched.
and NORD are pinched.
They got the blast cone to get them all over the wall, but they're still pretty heavily pinched here. Baus chasing forwards. Don't think they're going to find much here. Just jumps away from that rupture. The Chachi taunt didn't work quite as well as a Baus taunt. They got a tower, but this dragon should be going
10
over.
seconds.
Los Ratones have the man advantage. Jankos, no blast cone available. NORD just have to give it up. Dragon number 3 over Los Ratones. They're on really being able to actually translate that into much.
I just feel
Maybe
like the
looking for a
waves
pick here,
are not
though.
being pushed.
Nope, they're just going to jump forwards. Baus is just going to walk up and try and take the tower. Although, they actually see Chachi trying to put some damage into Baus, gets the needlework off. There's no way. Jumps in forwards. Reckless is just playing the gatekeeper for his team. But the charms are huge. Chachi snipping away. Baus on the flank may find an angle. Nobody goes down. That was a lot of posturing.
Reckless was the real MVP of this
3
fight.
items now onto the Kaiser, got the Hurricane. On the other side, Crownie does have the Flicker Blade finished up, so 3 item ADCs across the board. Like, I feel like these teams are itching to fight, but neither of them are willing to go. I say that, they find the charm and the knock-up in to the backline with the Vi ultimate from Jankos. Velia will fall, the healing comes forward. Nemesis connects on with the Absalom Duck. Reckless, 2-man pole. Baus silencing onto the backline. That's going to be the kills for Los Ratones as Chachi enters into the fray. Needlework coming through. Baus losing so much HP. Headbutt pole onto No Way. Inax will fall. Chachi on his own. Snip, snip. Los Ratones turn the fight around. It's a double for Crownie. No Way, the only man standing. Spotted by the ward. He can do nothing but watch as they hunt him down. Oh, No Way. No way out of this one. He'll just execute.
Los Ratones, fantastic turnaround. Nemesis starting the battle right here as well. If you choose the wrong target, you don't coordinate on one, it all falls apart.
Well, I think we might get another chance. This time Chachi's in the area. They find the knock-up in response, though, from Reckless onto 2 members of NORD. Needlework doing a little bit of work, trying to cut through them somewhat. But everybody's dashing around into the backline. They go. Here's the charm. Here's the kill. Velia finds it. 2 members fall. NORD on the run once again. Baus hunting for Chachi. Headbutt pole comes in onto Chachi. Dodges away on that rupture. We can see the backline there as the feathers are falling out. Crownie takes the kill. Inax on the run. Chachi 1 versus 3. Gwen is immune. Got the snip snip. Dodging the ruptures away. Crownie's low HP, but Chachi cannot do it. Down they go. Los Ratones take another fight and Soul.
Baus stole the dragon. This is Soul for LR because this guy just walked in, pressed R, stole the neutral objective from both junglers because no one could smite it apparently, but he could. Los Ratones right here with the Soul, with 1,000 gold lead now.
If they can get into the fight, it's a very different fight, but that is just not happening through Reckless. His watch is so vigilant here. Down goes this tower on the top side. Willing to full commit anymore.
I mean, what the waves, right? Crownie, push top wave.
Good charm, good charm.
Velia?
Into the knock-up, but it's a Pantheon. Presses W, untouchable.
It's very, very difficult. 2 waves pushing towards NORD as well. Reckless.
Oh, Reckless jumps in onto that backline. Redemption comes up, just heals NORD back in. They're going to jump forwards, though. There's Inax onto the backline. Nemesis trying to zone him away, but Inax is doing some serious damage. Jankos falls. Nemesis can't find the turnaround, but it doesn't matter. Crownie put out the damage in the fight. The Grand Starfall from Velia to chase onto Inax. Flushes in, finishes him up, interrupts Chachi on the reset. Now Chachi's got a 1v1 him, but he can't hold the base and find the kill. Gets the reset out. He's going to TP into his base, but I think Los Ratones have got this first game in the bag. No one's coming up for another 20 seconds for the side of NORD. Can Chachi pull it off? No needlework. Small minion wave to cut through. Reckless tries to find the opening, dodges away for a brief second, but his health bar is absolutely deleted, liquefied by Crownie. The Nexus will fall, and Los Ratones will take game number 1 of the series.
I just want to know, who do you think is going to take this before we toss it to casters?
I am a Misfortune hater. I'm sorry for that, but I think the Reds are going to take this game.
So you think it's going to...
tenacity as well, so you get the full duration of that CC. That's why it's a fantastic sort of CC, and Nash is a great rel as well. I think he's one of his best champions.
Oh, Nash just goes for the flash forward into the portal they go. Inax actually following, gets caught here. That might have been a mistake. No! The stun comes through, and Inax finds first blood.
That's why I freaking love Misfortune into his. I will suggest for game number 3, no matter who wins, Sion versus Poppy. Settle it like real players on the Rift.
Yes.
Best champ versus best champ.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the team is not needed, just them.
Well,
oh, the rest of the team is needed here.
it's not Baus in the
Velia.
lane, but Nemesis may be looking for the kill. The scout of the week comes in. Chachi just flashes into Nemesis's face. Velia chasing forwards. Maiden's going to do some work. He's got the shovel. He's putting the work in, to be fair. Velia almost goes down, but takes out Chachi.
Great timing right there from Velia. Chachi had run out of mana, so he tried to pull a last-second result right there. You're either going to try to shove the wave, which he couldn't, or your bot lane has shifted through that one kill.
Yeah, it really just brought so much pressure now. Velia maybe looking for No Way, hasn't got the level 6. Baus fights him with the ultimate! No Way under tower! Beautiful kill from Los Ratones.
He flashed on a straight line! You cannot it's like flash on a straight line towards an Ashe ult. The further you run, it's still on the same line, it's gonna catch you.
Not
That
gonna
ult
get
will be taken away as well. Los Ratones, they go away with it.
Crowd goes absolutely crazy. It looks like No Way's going to get himself caught off here. Misses the stun, and Velia will look to finish him up. The unleashed power, and the bleed will secure the kill. Down goes No Way again. Jankos can't find Reckless either. They're just going to have to back off.
He's just doing his thing, you know?
I love that the crowd go that crazy every time.
Chachi might be falling for it.
Oh, Chachi going low. Baus looking for the kill. In jumps Velia for the lockdown. Chachi buying the space. Jumps back under the tower. It is reset. Velia secures the kill. In comes the right to the arcane to clear the wave. Not going to be giving up too much.
So it's Ayaya, Gwen is immune, and what's this one? Woof woof, Naafiri is immune?
I don't want to think about that champion. I still get angry.
Again, Velia, what a fantastic game he's been having so far.
Respecting that he doesn't really have any vision of what's going on, and if Velia steps forwards, he'll see him on the ward, but that's going to be the engage there from Baus onto Chachi. Puts the cage down, flashless, unable to escape. Velia slides in and secures the kill.
Turn nameplates off, and I will tell you they're swapped.
Yeah.
Turn nameplates back on. Velia's been having a banger of a game. And again, our question at the beginning of the day is, can Velia protect Baus?
In the next 8 seconds though, so
There's
maybe
there's a
we'll
long
see
vision
something.
from NORD. Behind enemy lines, inside enemy lines, defensively as well. Towers is gonna go down just like this, no defense from the side of NORD. And now they've lost majority of this line of defense that we mentioned inside their own jungle and in enemy territory. Let's see if Nash can get that big ult we've been talking about.
All right, Nash is the redemption arc, but Nemesis comes in with the scat of the week onto Inax. Massive Baus ultimate. There's the Magnus Storm into the Tempered Fate. Unable to move. Inax will fall. And Los Ratones have just got the fight in the bag. Nash goes down. Jankos left scratching his head. No Way trying to find that range, trying to find that little bit of extra damage. Right to the arcane will rain down onto Los Ratones.
That's the problem. You keep getting your waves pushed, you keep getting your towers killed. Getting called from a scatter of the week with flash up. It's kind of criminal from a misfortune when you are all the damage, when you are all the, or the only gold lead on the map for your team, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's flipped over to Crowny for 300 gold. And another, they've taken him down, they've killed him, they have fed the dog, they have fed the Ambessa. And I feel like that duo, jungle and top, has been doing incredibly well in both games.
Feels a bit like Revenge is the best served in finals, but Baus, the Avengers have assembled, finds himself some damage onto Chachi, using some of the movement speed to break away, but they've got the lockdown, the shields, the pillars, everything is just going to keep Baus in place. There's the Magnus Storm. Jankos takes the kill, but what is the taunt going to cost them? Inax falls, Velia finishes him up. The global taunt, too much to bear.
Mid lane's getting pushed, Inax dies for it, bot lane's getting pushed, bot lane tower dies for it. Let's see if Chachi's gonna be able to take one for NORD on the top side of the map, or the trade is just simply not worth it right there. Baus buys enough time, La put pressure on the map, and now La have solidified themselves a bit of control inside Jankos' jungle on the bottom of the map. Nash is looking, but remember, had to blow the Rel ult to kill Baus on the top side.
Yeah, absolutely. It will not have that up for quite a while as well, so they need to just buy time, and I don't think Los Ratones are going to give them that time. Jankos loses a fair amount of HP. There's a teleport available to Chachi if he wants to come in. Nemesis just continues to play off in Fog of War and be a nuisance to the members of NORD. Scatter the Weak lands onto Nash. There's the pillar. Nemesis goes in for the punish, but bounces down Chachi on the flank. Atakan still firing away. Massive lockdown here from Reckless onto No Ways. He's just trying to make an escape away. Nemesis picks up Maiden and slams it onto No Way, taking him down. Nash just running under tower to safety. NORD unable to get a window into this game.
There is no way you walk into this Atakan. Inax had burnt his bullet time over in that middle wave. Nash used his ult to try and kill Baus. There's no way you walk into this when we said the one wombo combo, the one
and they have been scattered. This game has been less of a showing as well. Chachi's been unable to find an opening. Nemesis does get hit by a pillar. In jumps Nash. There's the bullet time to lock him down, and the shutdown goes into No Way's pocket.
That's a tanky Syndrome.
That was a very tanky
entire
Syndrome.
bullet time, and other members of NORD hitting that Syndrome. It took a long time for Nemesis to fall. However, he has fallen on a perfect timer for Dragon. That's a 4 versus 5 in favor of NORD.
Yeah, Baus has got a nice little flank angle here, though. We'll see if he goes for it. It's maybe just going to push out the wave. Although it does look like Los Ratones, even without their mid laner, thinking about playing some level of contest. Velia can jump in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to jump back out. Thinking about it. In jumps Nash with a Magnet Storm onto 2. Tempered Fate hits 2 in response. Nash losing way too much health. Velia is able to take the kill. Dragon was secured by NORD as Velia trying to find the opening onto Inax. Jumps onto Chachi. Chachi, he's too damn squishy. Reckless finishes him up as Baus jumping onto Inax. Interrupted with the ultimate there to find Inax. Inax is just going to try and break away from this one. No Way teleporting back up to his team. It was a solid fight from Los Ratones. Bad time, he can't book anymore. Tower should be going down. Nice scatter from Nemesis. Not really actually going to result in much more. Have the dogs to tank.
Nash.
In jumps Nash though. Got the ability to find the lockdown. The good stun though. Hits onto Inax and denies him from getting the kill, but No Way finds it with the right of the arcane. Reckless takes a portal, but Jankos is waiting on the other side. Nash joins him over. Inax will put the damage down, and it's a shutdown onto Reckless. NORD, another window back in.
That is actually pretty huge for NORD right here. They take the flash off of Reckless. They punish Nemesis back to back. And Velia.
Inax is solo. Inax is solo. I don't think he's going to survive this. We've gone top, but Inax finds the slow with the rain. Gets away. Nash losing so much HP. Baus throws the ultimate out. 1 versus 3. Baus is doing some serious work here. Jankos will strip him down as Inax slides in and finishes the kill.
And with 10 seconds for Baron, look at the vision control around that area for the side of NORD. The pigs
unable to step in. Half health onto Baron. I don't think NORD are going to get close enough. They've got no Scryers up. They have no ability to see. And yeah, that's just going to be a Los Ratones Baron for free. NORD giving it over. And that crowd.
Bot lane wave pushed. Noah's gonna catch that, but NORD need to find a way. They need to find some vision, and Nash has a big, oh boy.
Oh, Chachi has to flash away. He's okay. Oh no! Velia flashes into his pocket. Meanwhile, Crowley gets the pillar thrown on. Chachi goes down. Velia secures the kill. NORD just left catching the wave. They have to give up Dragon.
But again, you see the difference between Ela and NORD. Ela are going to push the waves first, then pile into the river, and set down their vision for that, and play for the neutral objective. This is textbook League of Legends. And NORD are skipping.
Really fancy feet, dodging all of the right of the arcane. And meanwhile, Baus gets a massive chunk out of the tower.
2 ultimates gone. Inax, No Way, both use theirs to try and catch Nemesis, and that's a 3-wave siege from the side of Los Ratones. Mid, bot, and top. First tower falling down in the base of NORD, and another wave is going to be coming shortly from the top side where Velia and Baus are.
I mean, NORD just need to pull the trigger. They've got the Infinity Edge on Inax. Ultimately, they are slowly but surely just losing this game to a battle of attrition. Jankos losing so much HP to Crowley. Crowley half-healthing him just with auto attacks. No abilities coming in. Down goes another inhibitor. Los Ratones. Surely NORD put up some level of fight.
1 tower remaining. At least 1 inhibitor tower remaining for the side of NORD. And this could be the last defense right here. Again, Los Ratones, they don't have a very easy engage, but what they do have for the side is the waves.
Oh! Nash went forwards, gets hit by the unleashed power! Taken down! NORD just unable to find an answer, unable to really do much of anything. Beautiful scatter the weakest. Crowny jumps over the wall to try and stop them here. Pillar's got the slowdown. Chachi, where's his health bar going? Velia will just be finishing him up. Los Ratones get another kill. Inax gets jumped onto here. A lot of damage coming in. The Pillar's going to be there. Inax chunked out. Nice shutdown actually from nowhere. Gets the sniper. Throwing out some of the right of the arcane, looking for the kills. Baus is just going to teleport back in. All inhibitors down. And it just feels like NORD are falling apart. Baus on the flank. Can't quite find the kill onto Inax.
The waves. Look on your screen from now. Nemesis. Right here, a little bit more of a subdued, I would say, performance so far. And I feel like seeing the Trundle, I feel like this is one of his champions as well. We haven't necessarily seen too much movement. Again, Nemesis got away with murder in the top lane, being completely untouched. And we're talking about things to come, right? Because this game just feels so over for the side of Los Ratones. I feel like maybe a blue side is overdue for the side of NORD. See what you can do from the other side of the coin.
I mean, you know it's a slow game when 6 dragons have gone down and no one has soul. Los Ratones very close towards that soul. They got that, a lot of extra tenacity from 3 Chemtechs.
It's leaning towards a NORD win.
Because they have extra stats.
Time-wise, right?
True. I mean, they are looking for Reckless here. Jankos puts a pillar down.
alone.
Nash got a nice flank ankle. Inax not in position to follow up with a bullet time. Finds the slow. Baus going to get slowed up a little bit here, but Velia's just soloing Baron in the meanwhile. NORD can't even really get close enough to stop it. Velia's going to jump over the wall. That's going to be the Tempered Fate into the Magnet Storm. They find the stun. Inax breaks away. In comes the follow-up. The bullet time is huge, but it is shut down. The Tempered Fate from Reckless has denied Inax time and time again. Nash will fall. Velia 9-0-5 on the Neferi, make it 10 kills. This was so one-sided from Los Ratones, looking absolutely phenomenal going into this next game.
Classic.
Match point out.
The laughs on the player's face as well. Kled coming through.
Bonked into Velia. Jankos may find Velia here, although Velia is going to jump over the wall. Has used his W though, so escape is gone. Jankos down the level, but up in aggression with the reset coming in. Not going for it. Chachi and Baus going toe-to-toe now. Chachi's got the damage though. First blood over to visit Chachi.
Spring MVP is back. He's just bothering his the enemy jungler right here, whilst Chachi was losing creeps underneath his own tower. And this is the whole thing where we praise the guy for his playstyle. He is a nuisance.
For the side of NORD, although Velia's in the area. Nash now with that tidal wave. This could be an opening. Jankos also here. Might see some action. Inax needs to be careful. That death mark may just come down in onto him. Inax immediately getting hit. They're going to charge forward. Tidal wave comes down. Inax, the healing's pretty big. Inax jumps away, but Baus finds his opening. Tries to find the lockdown. They've got the ability to pin him in place. Cannon Barrage is not going to be there, but Jankos secures the kill as Chachi TP's in.
But this was all a play. That's just theater. Look what's happening over on the bot side of the map. His Essence River. You're sending them top side of the map just as Dragon is supposed to spawn because that tower has fallen. You cannot afford to have your Lucian Nami overstep their welcome, Baus.
Well, hold on. They're going to find the interrupt onto Baus. Keep him pinned inside the cage. Inax launches into the fray. Baus demounts. He will not survive today. Inax takes him down. NORD secure the kills.
Baus traded again for a neutral objective. This time it's going to be the Dragon on the other side of the map. And we're just seeing OG Los Ratones. Baus dies now.
Chachi has his Triforce. Other side, Baus actually hasn't finished an item yet. You put your Eclipse onto Velia. Looks like actually Nemesis maybe getting jumped. The bomb comes through. Jankos has the flank angle onto him. Pins him in place and he is shoved out of the bowl. Doesn't matter. Jankos will take him down.
Very nice pick right there. They'll take the tower. They'll take Nemesis as well. Meanwhile, Velia was emptying. You've chunked them down. They can't really walk into neutral objectives, and this is how you get control of the map slowly.
I believe it's probably going to be Infinity Edges. Baus takes the tower.
Very tricky, and now there's 3 members closing in on him from the side of Los Ratones.
Yeah, I think Noah's just going to have to look for the run. He's got Flash, he's got Satchel. Going to put some damage in. Reckless lands the depth charge into the hook, into the follow-up. Bomb comes down, Reckless, it doesn't matter. Velia almost went down himself, but I will actually say this is a Nord-favored play. They get the Rift Herald, they're sitting happy, they're going to teleport
in.
That's actually going to be Chachi, I believe, joining up as Nemesis. Just going to jump away. Velia's low HP. Cannon Barrage comes down. They're going to throw out the barrels. Nemesis gets caught by the slow into the queue, into another ultimate coming out from Nemesis, but Inax is going to chase forwards and look to finish him up. The tower goes up way too late. Nord get Herald. They get the kills. They answer back.
Very incredible.
We'll keep our eyes on those wards because it looks like there might be a contest for Dragon here. Teleport already starting. He's actually going to teleport too deep. Joins up with the rest of his team. Chachi's making his way over. Jankos gets caught by the CC for a second. Chain of Corruption lands in. Tidal Wave goes out. That's as much as they're going to be able to do. They're going to have to concede to Dragon. Dragon number 3 over the Los Ratones. But I actually think Nord played that right. They couldn't get in the area. They don't overcommit. They don't fall for it.
They threw everything on Jankos, right? At least they do take that mid lane tower. This is very, very important. They're going to need as much vision as possible, again, in 5 minutes. They do have to be now onto the gangplank if Chachi wants to join them, but they haven't pinched Jankos. Chain of Corruption is going to miss.
Plays the interrupt. Baus jumps onto the back line, caught by the Tidal Wave, though. Flashes out. The culling will lock him down, and Jankos dunks him for the kill.
Great stuff right there. Jankos sneaks in, takes the red buff.
But these two items give so much raw AD and just raw power to his autos.
You see if Lucian gets ahead, he actually
hold on.
second.
Brownie caught by the flag and drag. Inax's damage is colossal. Cuts him down.
This wasn't even just Inax's damage. There's 2 items with Black Cleaver on that job, and that job really hurts.
Nemesis.
But he's all alone.
Shuffles Jankos back, who just flags, drags, runs away, but they throw down the depth charge. The heal comes in. Velia slides in and takes him out.
Jankos too. The Nautilus knock-up on both his carries right there.
Massive mistake. No Tidal Wave available to bail him out. He just went down.
There was heal, but I think, I don't know if heal saves him right there. A little bit too deep, again, from Jankos. Noah's gonna attempt to clear out.
Not really contested Atakan at all in this series. Chachi's making his way over, does have the Cannon Barrage. Gonna do a bit of extra damage here. Throws the barrels out onto Baus, gets a bit of extra damage off. Not sure they're going to be able to find it. There's going to be the Atakan secure. Chachi now getting jumped onto, has to flash away from Baus. Health bars are low on Los Ratones. Inax is feeling like jumping forwards. No way. May play the interrupt. They're going to chase off as Jankos is coming in onto that flank. 2 members left exposed. Jumps in onto Reckless, who flashes away, finds the lockdown. Los Ratones walk out with all 5. The flank angle. Nemesis is also going to join up onto that. Maybe Velia as well.
Very importantly, crowning Nemesis. No flashes, they call Chachi.
Chachi's in danger. He's going to put some damage onto Nemesis, but he is taken out on his lonesome. Chachi.
On such an important moment, Los Ratones find the angle, find the pig.
Lands in onto No Way. He's blown apart. Velia blinks back out. Doesn't want to hang around. Beautiful hook from Reckless. This has to be a hero steal from Jankos. And the problem is what is the cost going to be? Arrow hits onto Inax. Hook lands onto the Nami. Baus jumps in onto the backline, trying to find Inax. Culling's going to cut through him, but he's just going to look to Scarl for the moment. Gets him pinned in place. And that is Baus holding on to his life. He survives. 2 members of NORD stand. That's Soul.
So unfortunate.
And there's like 1 shallow ward from NORD. Chachi, though, is going to be getting jumped onto by Velia. Looks to put the barrels out. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this one. He is way too damn squishy. Baus secures the kill. Meanwhile, there's an answer out onto Crowny. 1 for 1 globally.
Huge right here for NORD. This could have been Baron. 45 seconds on Chachi. Los Ratones could have forced the issue on the neutral objective. And let's watch this one more time. Bottom left for you. Inax absolutely destroyed Crowny. Crowny oversteps and NORD. And now starting the Baron. Velia through the Hex Gates. They know it's happening.
There's going to be a contest. Nemesis coming in. If he can put a door in, he can slam it onto the members of NORD. But Baus is inside the base. Jankos jumps in. Nemesis goes to the shuffle back, dodges away in the bubble. But Inax's damage is too damn big. The bomb goes wide. Nemesis has nowhere to go. He takes out Nash. Now Velia going low to Inax. He's going to dash forward and look for him. The base is on fire. Baus is going for the back door. Chachi's back. The cannon barrage shuts down the kill. Chachi now looking to kill out Baus. Bear trap on the rope, makes the connection, interrupted on the escape. Another barrel is popped. Baus tries to run away, but Chachi will take him down with a parlay. NORD are not done yet.
Yanko's still around the Baron. That NORD so nicely put down for themselves.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there. Reckless and Nemesis just going to make sure, clear out some of this vision. Jankos seen on the ward. Reckless may look for a hook onto him here. Jankos has the flag and drag. Chachi's joined up. Gonna just flash in onto Crownie, who is obliterated! Beautiful pick! Chachi in the middle of the fight, looking for the lockdown onto Nash, but Nash is not going down today. Yes, he is! Bounce takes one with him. That could be Elder for NORD.
4 versus 3 for the Elder. NORD wanna push this to game 4, but Velia is still alive. The smite is still up, and NORD cannot take the 50-50. Not here.
Chachi's going to play interrupt right now onto Velia. Huge damage coming out from Chachi. Massive death mark. Good flash away. Noah's on a killing spree as he takes down Nemesis off screen. Velia, can he find the interrupt?
No way.
Chachi, he's resetting. He's not going to let... IE. That's the big item. That's the final of the trifecta for GP. Infinity Edge, Strive Force Collector.
Nemesis is in focus.
They are looking for Baus here. Catch him inside as he goes for the jump forwards. Jankos putting some extra work in, but Inax is sliding forwards. Baus going incredibly low. Tries to find the damage onto Inax, but it's not going to be happening today. He is burning low, and Inax will be gifted the kill. No, it's Jankos.
Baron in 30 seconds. 54. That Baus is going to have to sit on a grey screen.
And the shield bow. And remember, the trial by fire, scales of crit. Crit chances. Oh, Crownie hit by the bomb.
Oh
my word! He is taken down, Chachi!
The snipe coming through from the mid-top duo of NORD. Surely you don't let him in.
Velia's trying to get his way forwards. I think they're going to have to reset someone soon. Chachi's not there. He does have teleport. He can head towards that tower. They're going to see Baus in the bot lane. Chachi just continues to zone. Baron's going to get taken. Now NORD need to reset real quick. Baus will take the inhibitor. He won't take more. Elder up in 19 seconds, though.
15 seconds for the Elder, and there's absolutely zero vision.
Even with the Hex Soul onto the side of Los Ratones, they are struggling. Baus going in for a flank. I actually think he's just going to flank the base. He's going to charge in. Inax may just be the target. Death Charge lands onto Inax, who jumps away. Nemesis! What an ultimate! The shutdown onto Inax! Jankos slides into the back, but Chachi is here, able to find himself the assassination. Reckless is trying to put the damage down, but Chachi's barrels doing some serious work. Chachi, what a save! Now it's Jankos versus Baus and Reckless. The ace is coming through Los Ratones! They have done it! The teleport into the bot lane! This will be the series for Los Ratones! What a monster fight! What a huge ultimate from Nemesis! 2 towers stand between Los Ratones and the title!
15 seconds for Inax to spawn together with Nash. There is no wave. Is it going? 5 seconds? 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
I don't think he's going to do it. Los Ratones trying their hardest to close this one out. Down goes the Nexus. A 3-0